broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I wanted them to say "Ain't no holla back girl" first.
It's true. We got it. You got it because you ain't no holla back girl.
I am not a holla back girl. No, I do the hollering. I don't get a holla back. What's up, AfterBuzzers? It's Joe Doyle
and Marilou Mandl,
and we are back with another crazy, absolutely crazy episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's After Show, Season 10, Episode 6. The gang misses the boat, and this episode is not to be missed. Don't miss this episode like the gang missed the boat.
Yeah, hopefully if you're watching this, you already watched the episode.
Yeah,
and
so
you didn't
that's
miss
true.
the boat, but you know,
Yeah.
glad you're here. Either way.
Yep. My name is Joe Doyle. Again, you can find me Jojo Doyle on Twitter.
I'm Marilou Mandl. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Marilou Mandl. And please make sure you go to youtube.com/AfterBuzz and subscribe to the shows.
Definitely subscribe.
Yeah.
Definitely subscribe. How crazy was this episode? The episode starts off with the gang rocking out to Holla Back Girl.
Yes.
That's why we played that jam. And they're going on a cruise.
Yes.
An exciting adventure. Have you been on a cruise before?
I haven't, but I was very excited that they were aiming to go on a boat because I predicted they were going to go on all these different types of transportation.
And I think this is the first, like, the very first prediction that is right. So big round of applause for Mary Lou.
Yeah, and then also I wanted Dennis to fall apart more.
And he did. He lost his mind. In the first 3 minutes, he decides when they miss the boat the only thing that's logical is to drive his amphibious adventure, like Range Rover, right into the river. And of course he's not gonna okay. I mean, Range Rovers like that, they're meant to, like out in like Africa, like you're going, like maybe your river has flooded and you got like maybe 3 foot of water, 4 foot of water. They got
Inspector
snorkels.
Gadget car.
No, definitely not Inspector Gadget car. Although I did see on YouTube they have cars now that you can do what Dennis tried to do.
I want one.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So go on YouTube and find it, because this guy just driving around with the girl, and then he's like, "Hey, check this out," and the girl freaks out, and he just drives his car into the lake and just tools around. It's like a speedboat.
That's so cool.
but Dennis's car sank almost to the bottom of the river.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous. So after they decide that they just screwed everything up, they all start reevaluating their lives. This is the first time I've ever seen any of the characters be self-aware.
Yeah, it's true. And it was really neat to see where it all went when they weren't in each other's way.
Oh, man.
Gosh, Joe and I are watching, and there's a big moment in this episode.
A huge moment.
We ready to go there? I don't know, but
let's jump in.
We were shocked.
Like I mean, this moment was like, this moment is like Jim and Pam huge.
And of course, we're talking about when Dee and Charlie kiss
and bang
and bang.
They totally bang. I mean, you don't see them bang, but like when they cut away, oh yeah, like that bird is all straddled over the Rat King.
Oh my gosh. And they had like a real moment. I was like, oh, this is like a real romantic little moment between these two.
And you realize that they could be perfect for each other if it weren't for the fact that all the rest of the guys get in their way.
Yeah.
Like they're just mean to each other. It comes out that the only reason that Charlie calls Dee a bird is because he's worried that he's going to get made fun of first. So deflects it to Dee, and then Dee's the same way.
Yeah, because they're both like the bottom.
Yeah, they are.
Bottom rung.
They are. And like there was a moment where it was just like, oh.
Yeah, I was not sure what was going on at first. I was like, Are they going to go there? Then they did it.
They did.
They freaking did it.
No mention of the waitress. Nothing. Just banged. All because of like deaf poetry.
Of deaf poetry. And so I feel like we need to have a little poetry ourselves.
Are we gonna? Wait, are you trying to set up a moment?
Well, because I mean, we didn't get to have Valentine's Day.
That's true.
And Danica's not here. Can we have poetry for Danica?
All right, let's throw some poetry out. All right, here we go. Marilou, what can I do? Your eyes are brown and mine are blue.
Very nice.
Thank you. That's all I got.
That was really, really great. Okay. I'm Marilou, and this is Joe Doyle. This is the Always Sunny show where there's sometimes McPoyles.
Yeah! I was hoping that you were going to bring the McPoyles in.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious what little one, but
yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty good. I feel a moment beginning to bubble.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Or it could be dinner. Are we
gonna miss this boat?
I think I missed the boat a couple episodes ago. I think I did. I think I had a shot when I was touching your elbow and I missed the boat.
Oh well.
I missed the boat. That's the other thing about this episode is that, like, in the meantime, when Charlie and Dee are banging, then you got Mac and Frank that go to the club.
Yes.
And they decide that they just need to get back into the game. And, like, Mac is wearing, a freaking fishnet shirt. And I got to tell you, I used to be a big club rat. I used to go out, like, no joke, 6 nights a week. 8 hours a night.
Wow.
And party.
Like it was your job.
Yeah, and I don't go out at all anymore. Never go out. And I felt like
So is this a segue for you saying you used to wear fishnet shirts?
It would look so it'd be like a giant whale caught in a fish, like all little
caught
bumps of like all my skin just trying to pop out of the fishnets.
No.
I don't think it would be that attractive. But I don't know. I get a lot of free drinks when I go to the Abbey in WeHo. So maybe that's my bag.
Yeah.
That's what we thought was about to happen, is because Mac was trying to figure out why he wasn't getting any ladies, and he sees this dude, this obviously gay couple, getting bottle service. This guy's got his shirt off and he's with this other dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's what I need.
And then Frank is like, oh, cool, it's awesome, great, finally.
Finally, yeah. And so many amazing things that we've been waiting for. Well, I never thought that Charlie and Dee would ever hook up. So that was completely out of the way. But I have been waiting for Mac to finally come out that he was gay.
Yeah, but they still didn't.
Instead we meet Dusty.
But I totally was hoping that Dusty was a tranny.
Oh, man.
I was like, yeah, let's bring that back. He would be so happy.
I know, he loves trannies. He loves trannies. But I mean, I guess if they... Okay, can I tell you a story?
Yeah, tell me a story.
Okay, I was working at this job one time, and in our training class, there was this girl, and me and my other, buddy afterwards were like, oh man, that girl's kind of cute. That girl's kind of cute. We later found out that this girl was not born a girl and was a tranny, and we were like...
Well, you hot.
Well, yeah, you got to give credit where credit's due.
What are you going to do? You hot. And
the thing is, and the plot thickens, it's not just that she... Well, okay, wait. I just realized something, and this is something that I didn't know, and this is new to me, but the term tranny is considered somewhat of a slur.
Oh, is it?
And I didn't...
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know about it either, and I'm still trying to acclimate myself to that, because I never... When I say that, I'm not using it as a slur. But... Yeah, just to throw... So transgender.
Yes.
Even though it's Always Sunny, we feel like we should be a little PC about it.
That's fine.
So shout out to my man, Rye Silverman, who's keeping me on point. He's in the back of my head, and I'm working on it.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Good
so
job.
I'm trying. She's helping me out.
Good.
And so anyways, back to... We thought that Max...
That was your moment.
Yeah, that's true. I threw myself off, but I just realized
you were great. No, it was wonderful.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So we thought that Max girl was gonna be transsexual, but it turns out that they call her Dusty because
she likes angel dust.
Yeah, and that's the weirdest drug to like. I feel like. I mean, I've never tried angel dust, but I don't feel like anyone's like, oh, what's your favorite drug of choice? I love angel dust. That's my jam.
She's like, I really love angel dust.
Yeah, loves it, and so. We find out, because that's the whole thing. Mac's been trying to switch that in his life. Because he always gets the 4s and 5s.
Yes. But he just is missing the mark because it's not about the caliber of females. It's a female.
Right. That's all. We just want him to hook up with a female.
Please.
Yeah. And we find, so everyone's thrown through for a loop because they think that, okay, Mac's banging a 10.
Yeah.
That's already not right.
Yeah.
Dee and Charlie have hooked up, but we're not trying to, they're keeping that on the down low, which was good. I thought they were going to find out. Like, I want to see the episode when they find out that they banged. Because they almost banged, I can't remember the episode, but it was a Halloween episode where everyone was like, when Dee was pregnant and who the father was, where everyone thought that they banged. And Charlie said that he would never bang Dee. Times they are changing.
And then they had their whole like awkward day after at the bar.
Oh man, I know. I feel your pain, Charlie.
I feel like you have a story there too.
Well, and I've hooked up with someone that I've worked with before, and one of the times it was super cool, and the other person, we were both up front. We knew exactly what we wanted out of it. Yeah. And no problems. The other person did not. and like, I mean, I tried to be up front, and there was some miscommunication, and it was definitely that. Because
how awkward.
Yeah, so I've been on both ends of the spectrum, and it's awkward as hell. Yeah, it is, because you have to try and be professional, but at the same time you're still thinking about it. Yeah, like after you hook up, after you bang, you can't. Well, I mean, eventually you can, but like so fresh, you're gonna look at them and you're gonna be like, they're like, totally picture them nude. Yeah, or at least that was my experience. Yeah, that's
it's all that. Yeah, it's all that.
And what's wild is that it ends up, we find my segues are on point today.
It's great.
And it's just like, I feel like my whole talking has been one sentence with just commas.
That's good.
So they ended up hooking up, and we find out that while Mac was hooking up,
not hooking up.
Exactly, he wasn't hooking up at all. He was paying Dusty to pretend to be hooking up
for Angel Dust.
For Angel Dust.
Yes.
And it's super sad because everyone figured out, okay, well, maybe he is finally getting lucky. That was thrown for a loop. That didn't happen. Yeah. And Frank decides his little scheme.
It's to find a new gang. He, in the bar, finds a whole new group of people who just bought a bar, blonde and two guys, and just latches onto them. Right. Those poor, unassuming kids who just bought a bar, and they're like, this is great. They actually wanted to work.
They were young professionals,
be business owners.
Yeah, and the first thing the Frank does to screw it up is do the fake ID scheme, which the gang had done before, but this new gang was not able to cope. Nope. There was no, which makes me think that like the gang is actually pretty smooth. Yeah. Secretly. I mean, we saw the Charlie Work episode how smooth Charlie was there. But yeah, the new gang flounders horribly.
Well, because our gang is used to this and they've handled this. So as much as they are jackasses, they get themselves out. They get out of their situations.
They do.
One way or the other. Like when Dennis is talking to that guy who was like, he's like, yeah, the car's in the water. Of course it's in the water. Are you trying to be cute? And like makes that guy feel bad. He's so emotionally abusive.
That's true. Everything it's because it's like everything in the gang's mind is always true, and it's like perception is reality. So if you eventually keep saying the same thing as the one way, that's how you're gonna view it. And the gang is perfect at that. And the new gang lost their bar.
Can't take it.
They tried to get Frank to help out and try and fix the problem, and he slunk out in his
Mancheetah outfit. And I really wish I had a Mancheetah outfit today, but maybe next week.
Next week, I've experienced sewing. I can help sew a Mancheetah outfit for you.
Can we?
All right, we'll chat. Mancheetah outfit on deck. I'll wear my Green Man outfit because I have one of those too. Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into. You want to jump into some gossip?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, why don't we jump into some gossip?
Let's do it.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Okay, big time things. Glenn Howerton just showed up on the Mindy Project this last episode. And what's kind of neat is, and we've been talking about it throughout the season, that every one of the gang has been getting, you know, a different, you know, guest spot on the Mindy Project. And so his episode just aired, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the thing that I'm really excited about, and I heard about this last week, but we didn't get to it, is so Mac tweeted, like, you know, like season 11 ideas, right? And one of the ideas, and this is huge.
It was a big deal. I remember.
Charlie McDennis 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, it's gonna be epic. Like, Charlie McDennis is one of my favorite episodes to date. Just complete debauchery, and it looks like they're bringing it back.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what happens, because I feel like this season has been so on point that they're already coming up with great ideas, like, for next season. The rest of the season is gonna be really cool.
Yeah. No, I'm loving everything that's happening this season. I just can't wait. Like, they're in a groove. Things are happening, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, yeah. And I wonder, I just wonder where the rest of the season is gonna go, you know, with this kind of stuff. If they're saving Charlie McDennis 2 for that.
Yeah.
I love that they called it Electric Boogaloo, because I do feel like that's like the best subtitle for a sequel.
For a sequel.
The only other subtitle that even holds a candle to it is Secret of the Ooze.
Yes.
And so I always joke around that, you know, it's either going to be...
Go Ninja, go.
Yeah, it's either going to be Secret of the Ooze or Electric Boogaloo. And Charlie McDennis 2, Electric Boogaloo, is coming next season.
Yeah, it could have been Secret of the Ooze, too. It would have worked.
It would have worked.
But Electric Boogaloo gives me a lot.
Yeah.
Gives me a lot of feels.
It's going to be clutch. It's going to be clutch.
Cool. So should we go into our predictions?
Yeah, let's go into predictions.
Oh, my gosh.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
I feel like you were kind of getting into a prediction.
Yeah, about maybe like another like dance craze.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, I mean, they did the dance marathon before, and so that's interesting. And I love seeing dance battles from them, because like Dennis thinks that he is the God's gift. Well, I mean, at this point, he thinks he is the golden god.
He's the golden god. That is a vehicle that drives a golden god.
Yeah, yeah. He flipped out when like they tried to say that his car was just like a starter slow, you know, a girl car.
Yeah.
He hated that it was going to be driven by a woman.
Oh my gosh. I love Meltdown Dennis, I have to say. I just love Meltdown Dennis.
I want to see, but that's not till next season. So I can't really like.
All right, but for right now then.
But for right now, I'm going to predict that it comes out that like Charlie and Dee banged.
Yeah.
It has to. It's too juicy.
Yeah.
Like it's way too juicy just to be a one and done.
You think a pregnancy, or they're just going to keep banging?
I think they just keep banging.
Yeah.
Or no, I don't know I don't think they keep banging. I think it was a one and done, but I don't think that she gets pregnant.
Because I bet that surveillance stuff is still in the apartment. Ooh.
Okay, so there it is. It's going to be found out. They're going to find out that they banged because of the surveillance equipment in the apartment. And then what's your prediction?
Well, I mean, I'm still sticking with my transportation. Okay. So we had an airplane. We had a train. There was a boat, even though they didn't get on the boat.
They tried.
But, all right, it was in the episode. It was a major thing in the episode. And automobiles, right? The car went into the water. They need to get on a bus.
They need to get on a bus.
Which I'm sure they maybe have been on a bus before, but not in this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm sticking with my public transportation.
Okay.
And I need for Dennis to have a complete meltdown. I need him to like stab somebody.
He better watch out. He's gonna have an aneurysm. Like Glenn is gonna have an aneurysm trying to freak out.
Wow, that moment, like he like turned completely red, and then like the color came back into his face. I was like, woo.
Yeah, and like different veins. Like it's clutch. It's clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, side note, they brought out the rum ham.
The rum ham!
The very last moment of the episode, Frank brought out the rum ham again.
All right, so let's have a little recipe then.
It's recipe time. From the book, The 7 Secrets of Awakening a Highly Effective Four-Headed Giant. Today, the book that the gang released right before this season. And they talk about, we'll just talk about the ingredients for the rum ham.
Yeah.
And then you guys will have to go out and buy the book to figure out how to prepare it.
Yes, and if you do make your rum ham, please tag us so we can see the picture, and maybe we'll show it on the show.
Yeah, no kidding. And I mean, heck, I'll give you a P.O. box. Send me a slice. Why not? All right.
Just bring it over to the studio.
We'll have them. Sure.
Let's have some rum ham.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear what the ingredients are first.
You're going to need 1 10-pound canned ham.
Okay.
Okay. 1 hunting knife. Very important.
All right.
3 1-liter bottles of rum.
All right. Got that.
1 handgun. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mention caliber.
Okay.
1 box of handgun ammo.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 bunch of Italian parsley.
All right. Dried or fresh?
Your preference.
Oh.
It does not say.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But flexible.
I think because I remember when the rum ham first came into existence was the episode where the gang goes to the Jersey Shore. Mm-hmm. And they actually shot that at Universal Studios.
Oh.
There's a big, huge blue backdrop. So if all y'all out there at Universal Studios and you're on the studio tour, you see the big backdrop right next to Fast and the Furious Supercharged.
Rum ham.
That's where they filmed the rum ham episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. You're just full of information.
I know. And, wealth of information. And you too can be hip to this information if you follow us on Twitter. And most importantly, go to iTunes and subscribe to us on iTunes. You want to definitely check that out. Mm-hmm. YouTube as well. And we can't wait to see you guys back here next week.
Yep.
We're talking more It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm JoJo Doyle. You can find me at JoJo Doyle.
And I'm Marilou Mandl. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Marilou Mandl. See you next week.
Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.